Your guardian angels know how hard you've worked, and they wish to offer some insight in the form of this message, crafted just for you. Have you ever felt as though you were suffering from stagnation? That no matter how much you try to move forward, you often feel like you're standing in place. It's easy to feel as though nothing is happening, especially when you are stuck with only a single perspective, yours. And yet, it's always such a surprise when it comes to meeting old friends and acquaintances. You can't help but notice how much they've grown or how different they are compared to how they were when you first met. The angels say, such things can often lead to feelings of inadequacy, as you can't help but compare what they've been through to your own accomplishments. That said, people tend to have a warped viewpoint when it comes to their personal victories in life. In your case, you have a habit of downplaying what you've been through. In fact, you often feel like some of the most harrowing events of your life happened to someone else, primarily because you can no longer relate to how you acted at that point. While it is undoubtedly noble to remain humble despite your successes, your guardian angels are worried that such a thing has led you to believe that there has been no growth. After all, if you can no longer relate with your past self, it can often feel like you learned nothing. This leads to the point of this message, and the reason why your guardian angels are providing some much needed insight. It has to do with an old friend who saw you recently, and they can't help but be shocked at how much you've changed. You might not see it yourself, but to them, the difference is astounding. A chance meeting between the two of you will lead to a chain of events that will eventually result in some surprising opportunities coming your way. It will also lead to you seeing yourself in a far more positive light, which is precisely what you deserve. I repeat, an old friend recently saw you, and they're shocked at how you've grown over the years. Your interactions with this person will lead to some surprising changes, all of which will result in a renewed purpose in life. One of the reasons why it's so hard to see changes within yourself is because of your perspective. For those who haven't seen you for a certain amount of time, these changes are as obvious as they come. Have you ever been in a situation where you're utterly shocked at how much a certain friend has changed since you last saw them? It's not easy to feel the same way about yourself because you see yourself grow every single day. When you add in the fact that you don't hold yourself in very high regard, the result is a life that feels like it's stayed in place for so long. What your guardian angels wish to tell you is the fact that this couldn't be any farther from the truth. They know how much you've grown, and they want you to see this growth for yourself. Life can often be distracting, and it can be difficult to notice how much you've changed over the years because of how overwhelming life's responsibilities can be. That said, the fact that you've handled these responsibilities for so long says something about your character. No matter what happens, you do your best to fulfill your duty to yourself and to the people you care about. You might not feel as though you've grown, but all you have to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and try to figure out how you truly feel in your heart of hearts. Stagnation can be disappointing, but the truth is that you've grown so much. You might not know it, but you've become so capable over the years. You might feel as though you've wasted your time, but everything is as it should be. There is a time and place for all things, and the universe has plans for you. If you're curious about the identity of the individual who will soon play a major role in your life, there's no need to fret. Even if you are impatient now, This person's identity will be revealed sooner rather than later. For now, the best thing you can do is focus on your physical and mental well-being. The more you listen to what your body needs, the easier it will be to focus on what's coming. While it might be difficult to be confident in what you can achieve, you know in your heart what you are capable of. You might not feel confident in yourself, but your guardian angels are well aware of what you can do when you set your mind to it. Fortunately, there's no need for you to prove yourself to anyone other than the person in the mirror. There are going to be many challenges ahead, but it's nothing that you cannot handle. The truth is that your soul shines brilliantly, and all you need is the slightest opportunity to show the world what you can do. Fortunately for you, your guardian angels have heard your prayers. In fact, all of your prayers have already been answered. It is the reason why this certain someone will soon step back into your life, and they will help you grow into your own. This brings us to the synchronicity sign that has long since been a crucial part of your journey: the moon. You've always been the type of person to have a certain fascination with the moon. At night, when the moon shines brightly, you can't help but look up and stare. It often feels like no matter what happens, the only constant in life is the presence of the moon. When night falls and the moon shines, you can't help but feel a sense of comfort. The strange thing is that there is a parallel between how you feel about yourself and how you feel about the moon. It often feels as though the moon is a constant in life, and the same thing can be said about the stagnation you feel within yourself. And yet you also know that the moon waxes and wanes. It might be a constant in the sky, but it always seems to show different sides of itself. You've learned so much over the years, and the lunar energy has blessed you since you were a child. The moon is a reminder from the universe that it is always watching and protecting you. The comfort you gain from looking at the moon is no coincidence. It's often easy to feel like you have no use or purpose, but the truth is that a part of you deep inside knows that isn't the case. Your soul is well aware of what you can achieve, and you'll soon be given the opportunity you need. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, guide them to see the remarkable growth within themselves, even when their reflection feels unchanged. Help them to recognize the wisdom and strength they have gained over the years, as those around them see the radiant transformation that has taken place. May they find confidence in the subtle blessings and signs you place along their path, leading them towards the purpose you have lovingly prepared. Amen. Your guardian angels depart with these words. You've been a blessing to others. Now it's time to allow them to be a blessing to you. The future might be uncertain, but the blessings of the universe will allow you to find your purpose. Type 001 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. I also want to pass on one more time sensitive message from the angels to you, and you need to hear it today because this is extremely unusual. Someone or something seems to be trying to block you from receiving this urgent guidance. You've been missing countless signals that the universe is sending you. Luckily, those messages are still available to you. Please click the link in the description to find the messages that you missed. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Will you hear it?